Hello, hello, hello. We here. Testing, testing. Hopefully everything sounds good and whatnot today. I do declare. Hopefully everything sounds good and whatnot. We're hoping at least. We're hoping at least. Just getting settled in. I'll start technically at 6 o'clock, because that's when I said I would start, you know? That's when I technically said it would start. But, you know, I'm just setting up and stuff, you know? It kind of came out of nowhere. Did not expect there to be a One Piece stream today. Didn't expect the chapter to come out today. Usually it's been coming out like either Friday mornings or Friday afternoons sometimes. Like right in the middle of the day, but it pretty much got over right as I got off work, so I'm gonna be pretty quick to the catch, at least, you know, at least an hour. You know, I'm there in an hour, which is pretty good. Hadn't seen no other big old YouTubers doing their reactions yet. I'm sure Grand Line already posted his video, but I have him blocked because he spoils things, so I don't know anymore. Because he's the only one who's really a problem, usually. I haven't really had problems like that. The only person who spoils things is myself. Because I'm not on Twitter either. I haven't been on Twitter, One Piece Twitter, in a while. You know, I know a lot of them converge on there and get into arguments and whatnot. Post memes and stuff. I used to, you know, look at Twitter right after every single chapter. You know, go through like the spoiler hashtags and see what everyone's saying and whatnot, but I haven't done that in years. Because Twitter is toxic, and I don't like it being on my computer at all, for one, first off and foremost. Yeah, that's about it, actually, yeah. That's the main thing, yeah. It's not like I have a community of people that I only talk to on Twitter, especially like One Piece people. Heck no. I'm not going to randomly make tweets about One Piece on Twitter, on my Twitter. I don't even know. I guess I don't use my Twitter at all anymore. I don't know who would care. You know? Like, I had people, like, I'm trying to think, like, high school, people used Twitter, kind of. Not really, though. That was so long ago, early 2010s Twitter. And then college, I had some people used to. I feel like I wasn't on Twitter much, though. I feel like I was on Twitter a bit right out of college. Posting a lot. I remember posting a lot when I was binge watching Survivor. That was my thing, is that I would give all my thoughts about Survivor. And like a little bit when I started Twitch. I was doing some Twittery stuff, but it's been a bit, you know? Been a little bit. What time is it, though? 1 minute. Gonna let people pour in, you know? If you can't make it, you know, it's fine, too. I know there's some people that come and watch these, you know? I got 1 or 2 regulars, you know? And, you know, they might not... because these come out so inconsistently. Like, sometimes it's in the morning, sometimes it's right at noon, and sometimes it's right at, like, 5 or 6 o'clock. So, you know, I feel like I have kind of different groups of people for whenever I do those streams. And that's not even counting my Twitch streams, which, by the way, I'm probably going to do some Twitch streaming right after this. I was planning on doing some gaming stuff on Twitch before I knew this was happening. So, we're going to do 2 streams today. Unless I get really tired. Unless the chicken kills me. Let me, though, real quick, get some air in here. Because it is hot. It just keeps being hot in this house, and I just can't take it. I just can't take it. We're going to turn it down a couple of degrees, okay, Sonny? And y'all got to be nice. I got to stop snipping at each other. Y'all just being loud and obnoxious all the time. Also, you're going to hear some, like, clicker clackering in the back. That's my work computer. It's very annoying, but just how it be. Oh, my gosh. Do you see this? This is, like, clear. Am I crazy? Am I crazy? But did that come out, like, clear? This is supposed to be, like, Mountain Dew, like, green. You know? I mean, it looks a little greener in the cup, but... I mean, it tastes like Mountain Dew. I'm sure it has some caffeine in there. That's what I am having it for. You know? I'm gonna have a little fan on me, too. Surely not going to be annoying. Also, we gotta get the cube out, too. Move, Sonny! We need the cube. We need the cube. We gotta get the cube out. Who we showing love to? Who we gonna think do stuff this chapter? Luffy might come back, which is good. Nami will probably say something this chapter. I think Chopper's out for a bit. Yeah, no, we're gonna put it on Nami for now, and then if we see Luffy, we'll throw it on to Luffy. But I don't know. I'm sure Nami's gonna be like, "This is terrible." I don't know, predictions, because last week it's kind of nuts though. We saw Emu going nuts in Gunko's body, summoning things, being demonic and whatnot. It's crazy. It's crazy time. Crazy time. You know, he went and Domi Reversi Dorian Bragi. So now they're gianter. And they got bat wings and fangs and whatnot. The evil. Are they immortal now? I don't know. Once they're defeated, are they just done? I think this might just be it for them. I think they're going to just fade away after this. Possibly. Similar to Saturn. I think they're going to get Saturned. Now that, like, that process has happened to them. Once all things are said and done. I don't know. I don't see them leaving this arc alive. Someone's got to go, you know. I kind of... That's what I'm thinking right now. But right now, they're on their way to go kill Jarul. And Jarul's like, well, I ain't backing down. This is, he's going to be in a heap of trouble. Because he's an old guy. I don't think he's going to put up a little fight. He's probably going to do, like, one funny attack. And maybe he'll do something that'll probably be not that impressive, though, sadly. And maybe he'll die. Or maybe right at the last second, someone will show up. It'll be Frankie, obviously. Frankie's the only one upstairs who's, like, not captured right now. Besides, like, the big three downstairs. Which, I have a feeling the big three are going to come back soon. They're going to be on their way. Be notified or something. And I'm sure that, like, if we get that, like, Loki flashback, you know, Hiruden and Loki and, what's his name? Their dad. I'm sure we'll get that flashback, like, afterwards, like, in the middle of things. Like, we're going to come to this with them already being acquainted again, Hiruden and Loki. Similar to, like, how, like, we didn't see, like, the Kuma flashback for a while. You know, it was just like, okay, Vegapunk and Bonnie are just cool now for a good while. And it was like, oh, okay, now we're going to show the flashback. And then we're going to go back to them reconciling. So, I feel like we're going to get that scene way later on. But, I don't know. Right now, I don't know who's going to stop who. There's not a lot of fighters left upstairs, so the folks downstairs need to start showing up. And who knows who else might show up, too. Shanks still might show up here. I don't know, though. Man. Anything can happen. Anything can happen, you know? Maybe that's a cop-out answer when it comes to that. But that's what I like about One Piece, is that anything can happen. But then it's just like, oh, if you say that, you're not an intellectual One Piece reader. You should be able to predict exactly what happens next. It's like, no. I like being surprised about things, you know? You know? Sorry, I didn't predict exactly when Cross Guild and Blackbeard and Shanks were gonna show up at Elbaf or whatever. I don't know. I don't know. But we're going to go ahead and get into it, though. Also, Kuma's still around. What's up with Kuma? His body's somewhere. Same with Vegapunk. They never really buried him. Maybe they're doing like weird like cloning stuff with his body, where it's like, we still need Vegapunk's body for this and that. And Kuma's like, we're going to deal with him later, but like we haven't seen him. Are they in that big old thing? Are they still in the Sunny? Are they still in, well, they shouldn't even be in the Sunny, but they should be in the giant pirate ship last time we saw Kuma and Vegapunk's Stella's body. So are they still there? Were they transferred to that one like 3,000-year-old laboratory that no one's been talking about? It's kind of been just like boop, swept under right now, but we'll see. I don't think we're gonna figure out those answers today. Let's see though. Let's go ahead and start. We are officially starting chapter 1151 of One Piece. Spoilers to anyone showing up. And no spoilers for me. But chapter 1151, that's enough. I've got this. Okay. That's good. I assume that's Luffy saying that. Could be Loki, could be Hiruden, could be Jarul. Maybe Jarul's like, no, I'm that epic, actually. No, I think Luffy's probably going to be the one saying that. That makes the most sense. But we'll see. That'll probably be at, like, the very end, too. Who knows? But Oni, Child, Yamato, a sumo tournament in Hakama. Sukune Urushima's big brother is sent flying. Okay, so they're just... Come on, Oda. Pick up the pace. Pick up the pace. Where's Ulti? Where's Ulti? I don't even see Ulti. I see Kawamatsu. Where's Ulti? Why ain't Ulti in here? I don't care. Is that... Cause that's the only thing I've gotten out of this whole thing is that, like, okay, Ulti's with Yamato now. It's showing with Yamato now. So it's just like, now, if we're going to keep showing this... and you're not going to show anything crazy, then I'm going to be like, okay, where's Ulti, though? Because I don't care about this. Whatever, though. I'm nitpicking. I'm complaining. Oda went to a restaurant with the people from the live action. Oh, well, that's fun. Aerial restaurant and houseboat. Like a restaurant in a plane? Like you had airline food? Okay. Well, that's fun. Bro, that Chopper looking mighty cute. Part of me wishes that he actually sounded like a teenage boy instead of just like a girl again. But it's like, whatever. Of course they're going to go that direction. I was like, maybe because he's like actually a teenage boy, they'll get like an actual teenage boy sounding thing to do that, you know? Kind of like that last Ninja Turtles movie, you know? Where it's just like, okay, actual teenagers, you know, will do that. But no, they're going the cute girl sound. We're fine. I don't care too much about One Piece live action, but I'll watch it if I'm able to. Okay, I swear I'm not going to be chewing this whole time. I'm gonna be careful about that. All right, 1151. What's with Dory and Broggy's demonic transformation? I don't know, man. Please, snap out of it, captains. Hopefully that all sounds good, too. With a sound. Elder Jarul is the world's oldest warrior, and he's a living legend. We've always looked up to him. Yeah, you said it, Kashi. Okay, so that's Kashi, which is crazy. You know Kashi from Innie's Lobby. Where's Oimo? Bro, remember when this guy got punched by Doll? Remember when this guy tackled a Gorosei? Like he's like cowering away. But don't forget that this guy freaking like bum rushed Gandhi over here. You know, skeleton, centaur, swordsman, Gandhi, 5 most powerful person in the verse. You know, you went for it. And now you're like, but my captains, though. Ooh, is this giant from the Longhead tribe? Long neck tribe? But the elder we all idolized is just a broken old man now. That's why it's up to us to put him out to pasture. And after that, we will reign as kings. Elbaf has no need for idols or gods. It is time to call forth a new era of war, an age ruled by the strong. Oh my gosh. Dory. That's a big old mouth you got there. That's very scary. How can you say this? This isn't you? What the hell happened to you guys? Stay back, Kashi. They flipped. They're not the same people anymore. Who is this long neck guy? They've become pitch black. Oh, he's fodder is what he is. I was like, where's Oimo? They become pitch black demons right down to their core. No way. Oh no, is he getting Tall Man? Oh, his name is Tall Man. What is this, a Hideo Koji? What is this, a Death Stranding character? Damn it, I'm stuck. Ooh, and they're actually doing the reversey thing. I heard people talking about that. Like, I don't know nothing about this game, but I heard people saying, like, oh, reversey. It's like a thing where you like, flip things from black to white. No, wait. I don't want to flip too. Ooh, what is this? Is this just, like, a symbolization? Or is this, like, actually Emu somewhere else doing this? What's going on? I feel amazing. Tall Man, you fall back. We're in a bad position here. It seems the enemy took down Gyaban too. What? No way. That's impossible. Huh? Nani? Okay, Ripley. Wait for me, Colin. Yasun was... Mother's coming to save you. And isn't Frankie with you? I think Frankie should be with... I don't know if Frankie is still with Ripley or not. Or if they branched away. All right, we're back to branch 8. They're devils now. The giant warrior pirates have become complete demons. Oh, and they're back to sleep again. Oh, right, they did fall asleep earlier because of the Conqueror's hockey last chapter. So they're back to sleep now. Gotcha. And now they're dreaming again of more devils. Oh no, little devil creatures! Oh no! Rise up! Who is that? Death means nothing to you. Is that Killingham doing that? Wahaha! That's right. Wake up, come to life. Elbaf's nightmare will never end. Thop, thop. Was that a centaur? Is that Killingham? Is that Killingham out of his hybrid form? I thought it was Luffy for a second with that hair. Whoa! Things are really heating up. No holding back now. That a certain someone showed up. Whoa! 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 Killingham! 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 Elbaf's nightmare will never end. Hey, man, he's going crazy. Rampage to your heart's content, my dream demons. Elbaf, this is your doing. You brought these monsters into the world. That's true. Bro, that is straight up where the wild things are. That is straight up where the wild things are. Back there. That's like exactly what that looks like. What's behind him? I don't know. I remember people saying like a long time ago. That there could be a connection between like the Gorosei and the monsters and where the wild things are. I remember hearing that a while back. I forget who. In what context? I forget if that was before the actual reveal of them. Oh, when was that? When was that? Was that like a super duper long time ago? I don't even know. But like that guy right there, and even like the bird guy, kinda. Well, that bird guy kind of looks like Falco, but that guy looks like a where the wild things are creature. St. Killiam, mythical dragon fute model Keelan hybrid form. Okay, now I gotta look up this. So a Keelan is a dragon horse? Okay. It's a dragon horse. Or a dragon deer? Is that a dragon horse or a dragon deer? Something like that. What are you talking about second? He's the first, obviously. Come on, if you're going to be a Sanji stain, you know, you got to go all out, man. But this guy, Killing, this is not, I thought that, like, Killing was going to be, like, a goofy-looking guy. Because he's, like, acting like a little goofy. You know? With that weird, like, dragon face this whole time. I did not expect him to be a centaur. Just like, you know, we were just talking about what's his name earlier. About Gandhi. But, man, he's got, like, fishman teeth almost. He's got like them jaws too. He's a pretty boy. Who thought he was going to be a pretty boy? Now he just seems evil. You know? Now he's just an evil looking guy. He seemed like kind of like tired all the time and like kind of goofy before this, but now he's like, nope. I don't know. He seemed kind of chill. Now I'm like, this guy's not chill. This guy's evil. This guy's evil. Look at him. Is it me? Or are there even more of them now? Ah, Nami's there. I knew Nami would be in there. There we go. Nami. There we go. There we go. I knew Nami was going to be in the chapter. That's why I put her on the cube. Things have really spiraled out of control. Thank you, Jinbei. Master Dory! Master Brage! No! Oh, man. Yeah, that's like Usopp's like guy, you know? That's his guys. And they just turned evil. You're going to have to do something about that, Usopp. Usopp, you're going to have to do something. Usopp, you're going to have to do something. This is our homeland. What the hell are you doing? This is your homeland. What the hell are you doing? Open your eyes. How can you bear turning into something with no pride at all? Oh, boy. I like angry Usopp. I love that Usopp has been angry every chapter. He has been angry more than he has been scared every chapter. Has he had any, like, actual development in Elbap's yet? Not really. But, you know, maybe we're getting there. But this is already good. Because everyone was saying, like, oh, Brook is going to talk some sense into Gunko to, you know, for that. But if Usopp talks some sense into Dorian Brage, that'd be good too. We'll see. We'll see how that goes. We'll see if Usopp does anything. So they're not going to get out of those, of you know, the arrow fruits things, because it's not like they're going to be touching, they're not going to be messing with, Emu for a while. But maybe someone will show up. We'll see. Damn it. We couldn't save the children. No wonder Saul failed to stop them. The kids are guarded by monsters and invisible thorns. Oh, yeah. The Summers is back up, by the way. Bent. Ilva. As if I could pass out now. I swear, I'm coming to save you. Just wait for me. And that's crazy because that's like, obviously, one of the mothers that, like, the Mother Nightmare is based off of. So they're like, you know, even though they're scared of their mom, they see their mom is scary, You know, that mom's like, I don't care. I'm going to go against the ruler of the entire world to get my children back. While Robin's over there being like, but the books, though. My lord, how far are we to take this? And then there goes Emu, just flying up. The board is already covered in our color. That's true. They're kind of going crazy. There's not really anyone else to go against you right now. These nightmares are made of pure malice. If we let them rage, they'll eventually destroy themselves. Gotcha. Press on until it shatters. Until what shatters? The spirit of Elbath. Had Harold not blundered in that critical hour, this nation would long have been beneath my rightful domain. A few minutes earlier, from the realm of the dead, oh boy! Oh boy, is it time? Is it time? Is it chopper time? It's chopper time. What the? Oh, whoa, that's crazy. Whoa. This ain't a leak, this is TCB. Spoilers! TCB is out. So spoilers. I mean, official Viz ain't out, but you know, the regular TCB leaks, you know. You just gotta find them on the One Piece Discord. That's usually who posts them the most. So, that's where I get them. That's where I get them. So, I'm like in the middle of it. So, if you don't want to get spoiled, rewind a bit or something. But I will continue in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. A few minutes earlier in the realm of the dead. Ah! All right. I mean, I'm not gonna yell. I jumped without thinking. Oh no. Yeah. Right now I'm like, okay, what's he gonna do? How's Chopper gonna not fall to his death right now? He's got his like point, you know, where he goes, you know, and he'll probably like bounce or something. I don't know. Maybe he'll turn into a giant. I don't know. But I jumped without thinking. Oh, Chopper, you know. Oda does like, you know, having things like parallel with each other. Like, you know, if Scopper does something cool here, you know, they show Scopper in the God Valley flashback in the anime. And, you know, Chopper was just revealed in the One Piece live action. It's like, okay, Chopper's hot right now. We're going to have Chopper doing something this week. I wonder if that's how that works or if it's actually just coincidence. Wait, I got to stay calm. I can do this. I can do this. I can't let him die. I got to have agency. My name is Chopper. I got to have agency in the story of One Piece. I haven't had that since I don't know, whole cake? Maybe not even. Whoa! Okay, so he's going really fast to try and catch him. Oh, he's still got the arrows in him, too. He's doing some Luffy-esque Gear 5 cartoon shenanigans. So he gets under them, falls all the way down. Guard point. That's what I thought. If we want to hear about it, get on your knees, Hiruden. You killed my father, Loki. He was my dad, too. And look what you did to your own parrot. Shut up, Hiruden. Hey, Chopper just fell down. Huh? I heard a noise, but did you see him? Nah. Who's all the way over there? No, wait, that's not them. You're right. Something definitely just fell down there. Fell down here. It's just past that ridge. It's just past that ridge. Wait, how did I know it was Chopper? Someone's with him, but they're hurt. Ooh, he senses the hockey. There's the boys. There's the boys. Something serious must be happening if they fell all the way from the realm of the sun. Let's go find them right away. Okay. What do you mean, how'd you know it was Chopper? You know how hockey works. You know how observation hockey works. That's freaking clutch, though. Like, Chopper just fell, like, a mile, by the way. Like, he fell off of Sky Island. Chopper just fell off of Sky Island, practically. That's like how, well, it's not that high, okay? It's not as high as, like, Skypiea. Because you can see the top. You know? You can't even see Skypiea. But, like, that's pretty far up. It's pretty good feat. Pretty good feat. Something serious must be happening if they fall all the way from the realm of the sun. Yep, let's go find them right away. There's the new giant pirates and Loki. Just chilling. He's saying, he says, you better apologize to me, brother, for putting all these rumors in the air. I do declare. Hey, Gerd and Goldberg, is there anything you want us to fetch on the way? Like someone's head or some jewels? What? There's something I want. No, Loki, we're not going to set you free. No need to be too serious. Hello, Loki. Whoa! Mosa, I'm busy. Let's chat later. I don't know why I'm giving him a southern accent, but we're doing that. There we go. The person on the snail thing is showing back up again. I'll be quick. I have my hands full here, too. I just have one thing to say. Ooh, is this person from Mary Joie? Huh? Fine. Just keep your voice down. Earlier, I didn't get the chance to tell you before, but the truth is, it looks like I'm not going to be able to use a transponder snail for a while. What? Did something happen? And they all see what's going on, too. Did they chain him back, by the way? They put his chains back on. But he can, like, get up, though. They're not, like, super, tight right now. He's just doing like that because he can. We just saw him get up. We just saw him, like, lean up. It's not like you don't have to act like you're right anymore. At first, I was scared, but before I knew it, is this person from Mary Joie? We'll see. I found her conversation. At first, I was just scared, but before I knew it, I found her conversations to be a calming experience, and I wouldn't trade them for anything. That's why I wanted to thank you again. What? What is this? Is there something happening to you? You didn't. That nasty business didn't crop up again, did it? It's okay. Don't worry about me. Is that place? Oh boy, I love that. I love that thing, that place. Oh no, we'll never know. We're just gonna be vague. Thank you for everything you've done till now. And now he's yelling. He's not trying to yell. He's not trying to keep it secret. Hey, wait. Hey, Mosa. Chunk. Beep, beep. Damn. What are you looking at? It's nice to know that you somehow found a friend to lean on in the realm of the dead. Don't you dare tell anyone. Gerd, you have to treat him. It's Yasan. It's not like we have a doctor. It's not like we have another doctor here. Nope, you're the only doctor here, Gerd. The only useful doctor here. Yep. He's severely wounded. But I was about to say, but if it's a giant, maybe the giants are better at healing the giant's wounds. But Skyrim isn't a giant. Unless Chopper's also hurt because of guard point, because he fell, off an island. So this old timer's popular around here, huh? Good job saving him, Chopper. What? It was nothing special. Praising done me happy, you baka. Okay, so is Chopper actually just going to let Gerd work on him instead of working on himself? That better not be the case. I've said a lot of good things about you these past 2 chapters, Chopper. You better not drop the ball here. What? This old man? You're saying he was on the Pirate King's crew? That means he was on the same ship as Roger and Rayleigh. He served as one of the Pirate King's wings alongside Dark King Rayleigh. He was probably their 3rd strongest member. What? Or was that Chopper who said that? He really was a big shot pirate then, huh? No wonder he was tough. So Shanks must know him too. Huh? Mm-hmm. I think he just moved. I think he's trying to say something. Yasan, what is it? I was second. He couldn't let that comment slide. Oh, oh, oh. He was probably their third strongest member. And then he says, I was second. Oh, I'm glad Oda is aware. I'm so glad Oda's aware. Yasan, I'm glad you're awake. What could put a man like him in this condition? That's right, things are up there bad, Luffy. We need you guys. They've taken the kids hostage. There's only a handful of enemies, but nobody can even make them budge. A bunch of enormous monsters are running amok too. He doesn't even know about. He left before, Emu went crazy. Why does that say views 74 over here? Why does that say views 75 over here? Concurrent viewers 1. I look over. Why does it say that? I don't know. And on top of all that, he doesn't know about Emu though, and the transformation story in Bragi. And this he's saying, like, on top of all that, like, he can hurt him who regenerates? I don't know. What? Hey now, this hockey is... Huh? Eek, this is... Oh! Ooh! Ooh, that's Emu! Going all the way down. Everybody, we need to get a lift up to the Sun Realm now. Elbeth is in danger. Chopper, that's enough. I've got this. What could be the source of this ridiculous burst of hockey? You guys really will need my power now. They're finally ready to go? We ready to go? Ready to go? Chapter end, by the way. We're done. So spoilers. Can't be caught up on spoilers now. So, what was that on top of that, though? So, after that, I wonder... This is a good chapter. Good, like, kind of catch-up chapter. This was not a long chapter. No, this was not a long chapter. This was a very short chapter. But we got some cool panels of Luffy. I like Luffy. Luffy's back. Luffy's back in the story, I do declare. Hooray. We didn't get Jarul. And you know what? I'm thinking it was not a long chapter. And I did put Mr. Good old-fashioned Loki in the thumbnail. And Loki was in this chapter, so I was good there. I could have put Luffy in there. I wasn't going to put Emu in there again. I put Emu in there all last week, Definitely not Scott. I could have put Scopper in there. Everyone was kind of here, Scopper, Emu, Dory Bragi, Haruden, Loki, Luffy, Zoro, Sanji, Chopper. Honestly, I could put Chopper in there. Chopper kind of did a thing. Chopper's kind of hot right now after that reveal, Maybe I could have put Chopper in there. But I put Loki in there instead. And for some reason, with that, I have 4 concurrent viewers and 85 views. Why does it say I have 85 views? Does that mean that, 85 people clicked on me for, 1 second and was like, nope, nada, getting out of here. Ain't gonna have none of that. Ain't gonna have none of that. And then left. It's still going up, too. What the heck, skis, man? That's just... I've never seen that. I know that sometimes, afterwards, after I finish the stream, it'll, have, this big pile of, oh, this many people are watching. But then... And, it got, up to 100, which is so weird. And then, some other times, it'll just go down to, boop. Nope, we're down to, this much. We're down to, 20 or something. But... And why does that say 87 views? That's insane. Thank you for anyone who was here for more than 4 seconds. It was a pretty good quick, nothing crazy. Yeah. And that lightning wasn't like, oh, Emu's coming down or nothing. It was just like, oh, that's just like how powerful the person up here is, you know? I wonder if he's going to be like, this hockey is like familiar, like he knows something about. Surely you know something about Emu, Scopper. You going to talk about Scopper? I love that Iowa second thing. You know, that's going to keep the debate going for a little longer, you know? Because, that's that's going to be a Sanji thing too. Not that, like, Sanji's obviously first, obviously, Oh, is that what that person, that Sanji person, was that Sanji person actually spoiling because of that? I see. Okay, so the person who actually commented in here was being a little spoilery. Being a little bit of a spoilerific spoiler brat. Can I multi-stream from here? I don't think I can. I don't think I can go on to Twitch from here. That's Atium multi-stream, by the way, anyways. That's a different... How have I been multi-streaming? I'm not going to deal with this. I'm not going to multi-stream. But I do possibly plan on... Golly, 90 views. 90 views. I'm just, like, sitting here. This is, like... Is it because of shorts? I forget. Do shorts, show up on... Do live streams show up on shorts nowadays? I think they do. I think they do sometimes. I don't know. Because I am, doing some... I'm getting my shorts out. Shorts out again, Whoa! 550. Okay, that's good. Oh wait, no, that's because that's the Fallout one. Duh, that one's gonna get views. Some of my shorts don't get views, and some do. And they have nothing to do with One Piece, which is great. I love it. I love how I just to have live streams about One Piece, and then shorts and videos about me streaming video games lots of times from years ago. Which is why I'm probably not gonna do stream on YouTube right after this. I'm going to probably move over to Twitch right after this because I plan on doing a Bloodborne stream. I've been playing some Bloodborne over on the Twitches, Eventually we may see a edited video out of that eventually because, what? You think I'm only going to post one type of content on this channel to keep things, the same? Heck no, I'm going to ruin the algorithm to where, no one's going to want to subscribe or watch anything because they're like, oh, I'm not here for this, I'm here for that. And then, 100 views. 100 views on the stream. Why? What's up with that? But, if you're lurking right now, hopefully y'all's day is going good. Have you read the chapter yet? I finished the chapter. It's good build-up. It's what we've been waiting for. We've been waiting for... these guys to show up, and I was actually wrong earlier. I thought it was gonna be like, okay, they're just gonna like show up top, and we're not gonna know what happened. But no, they gave us. This feels like a flashback chapter that would have been showed after it's like revealed that like, oh, they came back. But no, they're just actually following what's going on right now of like Scopper falling down. Technically, it said a few minutes earlier, so. Technically, but hey, Chopper did a thing. which is good. More than he did, technically. He carried Bonnie and Egghead. More than Nami. Done more than Nami has. I guess Nami electrocuted Roto and electrocuted a little hedgehog. this arc. That's what he's done right now, but then they all lost to Gunko. Chopper's like, I ain't fighting, I'm gonna be utility. But who's saying that? Okay, Hyruden is the one saying, Gerd, you have to treat him. Because I guess Hyruden doesn't know who Chopper is. Because Chopper was not in Dressrosa. Maybe they were, like, together at, like, the party for, like, a second. But I don't think he really knows that Chopper is a doctor. He's probably not aware of that fact. So that's why he probably said that. But then when we cut back to him, it shows Chopper standing beside him. So, yeah. But I'm glad this, like, oh, he's, like, surprised that, you know, he's on the Pirate Sheen crew. But that's, like, out of the way. But he's like, oh, so Shanks must know him, too. And he probably knows, and this guy knows the secrets of the One Piece. He ain't gonna tell. Probably. And he's being a silly little guy. But they've taken the kids hostage. There's only a handful of enemies, but no one can make them budge. A bunch of enormous monsters are running amok, too. What else would he have to say? And on top of all that, Saul has been defeated. On top of that, the books are burning. I don't think he even knows about that. I think he may have left before that. No, I don't think he did. How long have I been going? Average view duration, 34 seconds. Wow, ain't that something? Y'all here for 30 seconds, and you're like, I'm out of here. That's great. We love that. We love everyone who's here, you know? Hopefully y'all are having a fun time, lurking and whatnot. And y'all enjoy the chapter. I wonder what people think of it. And we got a break next week, too, which is nice. Is it going to give me time to work on any One Piece videos? Heck no. Because I'm lazy like that. I'm working on other videos instead right now. Because I got motivation in different places. But also killing him. Oh, no, he's hot. That is not what I thought he was going to look like. I thought he was going to be, like, kind of a nerdy guy. Because he's got, like, this really weird, cartoony, like, gas mask thing. And, like, the gas mask, it, like, goes back onto the bubble. Huh. Well, I guess this is his hybrid form. What is his regular form, then? What was the other one? Was that, like, the full form? Well, no, it wouldn't be the full form. Maybe. Maybe I'm getting into, like, weird, like, oh, but this chopper works like this, so maybe there's different forms of hybrids because of awakening or something. He is awakened. He's in awakened zone because he's got the stuff on him, so... Supposedly. Maybe it's just because he's ancient, mythical. Maybe it's just because he's mythical. Sometimes the puffy clouds doesn't mean awakened. Sometimes it just means mythical because it is a white and not a black. Because he had like the dragon head, but then human body. And I assume that was his hybrid form. But now he has the human body, or the human head, and then the dragon body. Or not even a dragon body, because that's a gosh darn horse. You think he'd have, like, scales or something. I don't know. He's a centaur. The dude is a centaur. But he's not a skeleton centaur, though. We know that for a fact. That he is not a skeleton centaur. Like my boy Gandhi. He's got a big horn, too. I guess he needs that. Where you going, though? Where are you heading? You know? And also, where the wild things are. That's gotta be the reference. That's Zoe. That's Zunisha. That's Zunisha. Like, bro, they're like these, like the what's his name? The Fenrir is like walking on twos now, and they're way bigger than the giants as well. And there's an elephant. Who's afraid of an elephant? Which one of these children is afraid of an elephant? And also, there's like more nightmare. There's more devil creatures. Too. Which is like, great. There's even more now. Like, even with all this, like, I guess, like, the giant pirates in Scopper were taking these guys out, like, pretty good. But there's just so many for the new giant pirates and the monster trio and Loki and Chopper and Scopper. You know, because it's just like our guys downstairs. It's our downstairs boys versus these two guys and Emu and all these new guys. All the new flipped guys. But press on until the spirit of Elbaf shatters. And Nemu's like, I should have had these guys on my side a while ago, but Harold messed things up for me. So why didn't Harold mess things up for you? Hello, Brothai. We just got finished reading the newest One Piece chapter. So spoilers, because I finished reading it. And now I'm looking through to see if I missed anything, you know, rereading things, you know, re-looking at everything. Seeing if I missed anything. I don't think I did, though. Pretty crazy stuff going on right now, man. Oh, that's a cool looking, what's that called? Like halberd looking thing. It's got like 3 different like sections on it. And it's got like a little sash on the top of it too. It's crazy that these guys are like celestial dragons too, you know? You do got the bubble, and the bubble like looks like different too whenever he's not in that form, so that changes. Does that matter? I don't know. Doesn't matter. And like I was saying earlier, was he in his hybrid form beforehand? I don't know. Can he still go into a full form where he's got his horse bottom and his dragon top? Would that make any sense? And does he have a form where he looks normal? I don't know. But he wasn't making these weirdo faces, though, you know? He wasn't just looking straight up evil, you know? He looked like kind of chill. And now he's like, nope, I am devious. I am a devious individual. Okay, for some reason the views just keep popping up and up and up. I don't understand how that works. Not in the slightest. How long have I been going, by the way? 56 minutes. So about an hour. About an hour. I think I'm going to end things there. There's not much left, you know. We got Broggy. Broggy's running. Last we saw Broggy. Broggy's still up, though. He ain't flipped yet. Not Broggy. What's your name? Kashi. We don't know where Oimo is. What's up with Oimo? What's Oimo doing? You guys are important. You're from Innie's Lobby. You know, we can't forget that. Also, you know, Mama's come to save you. You know, how close are you, Ripley? Are you going to save your child, Ripley? We hope so. Don't know how. Because right now, who can even hurt Summers right now? The whole crew's like downstairs for a bit. So it's going to take a while for anyone to come up and whack them good. And also, Scopper's still the only one who knows how to take these guys out. Supposedly, even though he wasn't able to take out Summers, actually. Summers got back up. So, on that. But we'll see. But we got a break, though. So hopefully he's cooking something cool up. Though he did a lot of crazy art on this one, you know. He was drawing these guys a whole bunch like that. Also, yes, something that people were saying that happened last week, but I realized didn't happen last week was that Broggy did not regenerate his arm. Like his wrist. His wrist is still blown up. So that ain't coming back. It's not regenerating, but it's just he can just control his other arm like it's there, you know. Similar to how, you know, the Gorosei were looking in Egghead, to where it's just like, oh, things were like still like there even though holes were being put into them, and it's just like sometimes they're like filled up. But I guess this wouldn't have filled up though, because it was destroyed before he turned, so that's going to stay like that, I think. I don't think that's going to grow back. Maybe it will, and I'll be surprised and be like dumbfounded, but oh no. And the reverse thing people were talking about, that was a good get. I would have never gotten that. I don't care about this game. But right now I'm wondering, is this like an actual physical game that's being played in Elbaf? Or is it something that's in Mary Joie? Or is it just like a little metaphorical thing that O's just like showing us? To be like, haha, get the reference? And once again, Jinbei not doing nothing. Usopp being angry, which I like, but still not doing nothing, you know? I didn't even see Brook in this. Wait a second. They're kind of not all close to each other right now. There's Nami. There's Jinbei. There's Usopp. Is that Brook right there? Whatever this... That's just an amount... That's just a bunch of scribbles. And also, I thought that he was on the ground, so... Maybe I'm reading too into how far away Usopp is from everybody else, but... And what... If this thing of scribbles is Brook or not... I probably am. I like this lady... who is obviously like the bad mom, the scary mom. It's like, I'm going to save my kids, though. So we'll see if this lady does actually anything, yes. You know, more stuff about like, oh, what's going on with Harold? You know, we didn't get the flashback today. We'll see. We'll see. Yeah, that don't sound like we got a lot of time left for that, you know. And then we got this whole thing with Hosa, too. I'm not going to be able to use the snail for a while. Like, what's up with that? Part of me thinks that this person is on Mary Joie, and that's why now, all of a sudden... Also, I don't know if it's actually a guy or a girl. I know this snail has like a bunch of like fur on it, but I don't know if that's just because it's in the cold or if it manifests, you know, the person talking. I just assume it's a lady, but I don't know. And then there's his big hammer in the back still. And like he's kind of tied up, but then he's also not. So it's like, Did he say anything about it, though? No, they're over here. He's just talking about his own stuff. Before. Yeah, he's not really talking. He hasn't really acknowledged Scopper at all in that. All right, though. But also, no, they're over here. He's just talking. Yeah, sure. sounds fine enough. A lot of everywhere, but, you know. It'll be fine. But I am going to get off. Cool stuff, though. Sorry, I got fans and stuff going everywhere, you know. But I'm going to be getting off. I've been going for about an hour, so. You know, that's all you need. If you want more people to talk about it, you can go somewhere else. But I got in first, which is good. I got in here quick, so I don't have to worry about setting this all up in the morning. And I'm so glad I was right with the thumbnail, too. You know, sometimes I'm not. I got to figure out what I'm going to do on the next thumbnail. I might just put Luffy in there. I haven't had a thumbnail with Luffy in a bit. Hopefully Luffy's in the next chapter. Surely. But also, I was right that that's enough. I've got this. Which is good. You know, I like it. I like Luffy taking initiative to be like, okay, I'm going to help out and stuff and whatnot. Like a good old captain. So we'll see. But Loki's in a good mood too. But I'm going to go. I'm going to take some time off. And I'm going to start streaming on Twitch. Let me quickly post that real quick for anyone interested. I don't know if y'all know this. Oh, you hush, Nate. Shut up. I hate that. I hate that he still does that. Get that out of there. That was my channel trailer. Shut up. But if you want to catch me, I'm going to be doing some Bloodborne tonight, or maybe something else. But I'm going to be doing some Bloodborne on my Twitch. I'm not going to be doing gaming stuff on this. I'm not doing any gaming streams on YouTube just yet. I want to make the switch eventually, but right now I got a good thing going with the One Piece stuff, and I don't want that to get all over each other and whatnot. So if you want to catch me doing some video gaming, you can catch me there. But in the meantime, thank y'all for stopping by. Sanji, who might be a spoiler person, Snowman, Brosai, Alias, y'all have a good one. I'll be back doing this again in 2 weeks when the next chapter comes out. Can Luffy awaken a new power? Maybe. He did say he was at his peak, but, you know, how literal people take that phrase that he said. I don't know. Could he? By awaken a new power, I mean, can he do something that will actually injure the Gorosei or the God's Knights who have those regenerating stuff? Is he going to learn a way to get past that? Yes. Absolutely. He's going to do that at the least. Because we already know from Egghead that he was having those problems. And he can't be still having those problems here. Maybe it's just Advanced Conqueror's Haki that he kind of didn't use all that much on Egghead. Kind of. I don't know. It was kind of weird. It's like, was he using it? I don't know. Was he not using it? Wasn't very clear. You know, it was never shown that he was. But then, you know, people are kind of revisionist history being like, oh no, he was using it. It would have been stupid if he wasn't using Advanced Conqueror's Haki on Egghead, because why wouldn't he be? I was like, I mean, because they showed him not doing it. They showed him doing Red Rock, and you heard him yell Red Rock, but, you know, he didn't yell anything that made it allude to that he was using Advanced Conqueror's Haki. So it's just like, I don't know. So maybe that's all it needs. And he's just got to be like, oh, yeah, I know how to do that. Or maybe he'll learn something new from Mr. Scopper, because that's all leading to anyways. With Chopper, you know, putting an agency, which is good. We like that. All right, I'm going to go, Mr. Brosai. I'll catch you around. I do declare. See you in 2 weeks. When 11:52 comes out, I do declare.